Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm pretty much filming a video just pretty much to do a bit of a catch up with me sort of thing, and where I've pretty much been for the past few months, because obviously I keep saying I'm gonna come back to YouTube and then like I disappear for like another month at a time sort of thing. The past few months have been so hectic with so much stuff going on, such as my education because I'm at college, medical problems, family, not problems but just family stuff that gets in the way. There's just been a lot of things that have just like been a bit more important to me than starting my YouTube back up. So I thought I'd go more in depth on some of them. Obviously not all of them, but mainly the medical thing, just because I wanted to spread awareness, and obviously I wanted to do it on my channel because what's a better way to spread it on there. If you guys follow me on my TikTok, you probably would already know that I had a seizure about a month ago. It was a month ago, a few days ago actually. And no one really knows this, but I basically, from the ages of 4 till 10, I had epilepsy. And yeah, so I had epilepsy from 4 till 10. I had fits about 30 times a day before I was on medication, which is completely normal. Like, it is normal. It's just basically where there's something wrong with the brain. We don't actually know what. It's not life-threatening as such as having epilepsy. It's more when you have the fits that can be life-threatening with a lot of things, you know, like. So it's pretty much like that. It's consequences have consequences, pretty much. So I'm gonna put my phone on charge quick. Okay, so we haven't got the phone on charge, which means it could cut out at any point. So I'm gonna try my best to film as much as I can now, but if it cuts out, it means that my phone's died and I've had to refilm it again. If not refilm, but just add to it. So basically, I had a seizure about a month ago. Was rushed into hospital and was basically told my epilepsy was pretty much back. So I've wanted to come onto this channel for quite a while now and just spread awareness for it. That is literally the only reason that I'm doing this, is to spread awareness, because whenever I say, oh yeah, I've got epilepsy, everyone goes, oh what, so you can't go near strobe lights? I'm like, no, I can. That's not the epilepsy I've got, because the only epilepsy that people think exists is the one where you have either seizures from, like, you go to cinema and it has like warnings for like epileptics. That's not the only epilepsy there is. There are multiple. So the one they think I've got is front lobal epilepsy. What it is, I'm not entirely sure. So if I can get a definition screenshot, I will insert it on the screen. I'm pretty sure it's basically like, I don't even know. It's like there's something at the front of your brain, so it's like here. I picture it as Inside Out, you know, the little avatars, little characters. I picture it as that, as there's like, so there's two, there's like a good one and there's a bad one in my head. And I think when the bad one wants to hit, I have a fit. When the good one wants to stay good, I'm sweet, I'm like this. Like, you could look at me now and you wouldn't even recognise I had it. It's a hidden disability. And it is actually classified as a disability. So in some cases I am disabled, but we're not going to get into that. So basically, I had an epileptic fit on the 19th of March. It was literally outside my flat. I literally was out there and it was in the calf. As I went to open the door, had a spaz. This time I had a full spaz. So usually it's just like a pause and play button where there's like a TV remote, and how we describe it as you press pause on me and I just freeze them like this. Like for like 30 seconds, and then I usually scream and shout and have arguments, whatever, because I'm like, I don't know what's happened. But that was when I was younger. That was between 4 and 10. So that was absence epilepsy, so it's just like zones in, zones out. Whereas this one was a full spaz. I don't actually know what it's called. I don't know any of the technical names because they're all very long names and my brain just can't hack the long names, so I just say full spaz. Luckily my best mate was there at the time, and she managed to catch my head, so I didn't actually injure my head, which if she wasn't there, I probably would have got the worst concussion ever, because it was on concrete and I like no, I didn't face up. Basically, the way I woke up, I was looking up like this, and in the dream that I had in the seizure, 7 random strangers were looking over me. I don't know what that means, but then I woke up and there were actually 7 random strangers looking over me. They went to the dry cleaning, got some sheets, put them on me, walked into the, well, got carried into the calf. It was very embarrassing, but yeah, they were all really lovely about it, luckily, so there's nothing going on there, if that makes sense. It's all fine. Got rushed to hospital. They actually thought that I'd done this with my vape and then spazzed out. So it actually took the ambulance 4 hours to get there because they were like, oh, it's just a vape. And actually, no, they didn't know, because after a certain amount of years, all your history of a recent medical condition gets wiped. I think it is after 6 years, because it's been 8 years now since I had it. So I ended up in hospital overnight. The hospital was really good about it, to be fair. And ever since then, for the last month, I've just been in and out getting tests done. So I've had MRIs done, CT scans. I'm going to insert a video of, I've got some sticky things on my head, basically, so that they can, how do you say it? They can, like, watch the activity in my brain, that's the word, see if, because basically they gave me 2 tasks, so I had to hyperventilate, and then I had loads of lights flashing in my eyes, just to confirm that it wasn't that, because when I was younger, I didn't have that, but obviously it can develop into other ones. So I had some flashing lights in my eyes, which was very painful, and then I had, they made me hyperventilate to see if any weird activity went on in my brain to set off a seizure. We haven't actually got the results back yet. The appointment was meant to be today, so today's Thursday, the 28th of April. It was actually meant to be today, but the doctor has, ironically, got COVID. So now it's next Saturday. But obviously when I get all the results, I'll make another video on that, and I'll say, oh, there's this one I've got, and I'll talk more in depth on it. This is me just going quickly around the whole subject. But yesterday I was actually here with my boyfriend, and I gave him a hug, and I just had a full spaz out again. I had another seizure. I've probably had about 8 or 9 little seizures since the big seizure, but I can usually feel it coming on. You just feel really like lightheaded. You feel like this is you, but you're watching yourself here, so it doesn't feel like you're actually in your body. It's a really weird feeling, and only people with either epilepsy, or if they're anemic and they know what's like going to be faint, or if you've ever fainted before, it's that sort of thing. That's how I know. But obviously I had to have like a month of college. The college were really good about it actually, but I had to go back in and like have loads of like medical checks done on me and stuff like that, and like medical history done. And now I have a buddy, Ruby, who cannot leave my side whilst we're in college, in case I have a fit, because then it's 1, paperwork for them to fill out, and 2, embarrassing as hell for me. So, cheers, Rubes. But yeah, so I just thought I'd come on here, you know, give you guys a little bit of an update. That is why I am hoping to get some more like awareness videos out on this channel, because it's good for me, and it's also good for other people, because other people aren't going to know different types of things that they don't have and don't need to worry about. But it's always good to know how to pick up on something like that, because it is an everyday thing. You'll walk past people with epilepsy, with anemic. That's just people that I don't know. Is there conditions where you can just faint other than them too? I don't know. But you will walk past people in the street every day and not even realise they've got it. And if we can all know what to do when they have that seizure, then 1, that person will feel like a hero. I mean, they just will. And 2, you could save a person's life. So I am going to be doing some videos on that coming up very shortly. But I thought I'd just give you guys a quick recap. I will be back to doing normal videos. When that is, not 100%. I'm hoping next week to start filming some, and then possibly the week after getting uploaded. But then again, I might get a really good energy burst and go, yeah, I'm going to film some tomorrow and upload them Saturday. So it's just play it by ear, but obviously I'll post everything on Instagram, Snapchat, if I'm going to post anything on YouTube. So add me on all socials, and I'll see you guys in the next video.